Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And it almost feels like we were destined to get to this point. The top two seeds of the college football playoff have survived. They've been on a collision course all season long. They've come through the challenges and the distractions, and now they'll fight for that beautiful trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. 1 game to determine the national championship. Returner decides to fair catch this. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. The tuck strategy here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. The 10. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a first and goal.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
So following the quick lightning strike, they're set up here first and goal. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. First and goal, handoff. Oh, they test the middle there, but yet nothing. Second and goal for the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
So a huge play to start the drive and get in scoring position, but now it's third and goal. And he drops back in the gun. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Makes the ground, but doesn't get much. He's going to be ruled down short of the marker.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They'll try to run this one in. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here?
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He lets it go on the move. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this 1st down. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Makes a quick catch. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Boy, a great slant by the receiver. What I love is the quarterback found the window that he wanted to make the accurate throw.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. The offense with some pre-snap motion. He'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Another great pickup on the ground here by a Clemson running back. And you know, if you're going to be a running back for Clemson, you have to be able to not just do that, but also you got to be able to catch the ball out of the backfield because they're dangerous in the passing game as well.
The Tigers looking to keep this drive rolling. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Press coverage now from the secondary. The pocket breaking down. Got him. He's sacked.
Boy, after a huge gain on the ground, they come back and throw the football, and the quarterback's on his back. The offensive line's got to do a good job of not just with the run blocking, but taking care of their quarterback and giving him a chance to throw the ball.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
Third down upcoming after that completion. They'll run the option. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was 3rd down and inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
To the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
This will be the 9th play on the drive. The shotgun running play call. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this 1st quarter run out. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. He makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, this is why this guy is one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the linebackers and really the quarterback and the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. Just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Caught quickly. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
Using his legs here. That's a nice scramble there, a big gain, but not enough for the 1st down.
Chris, the advantage there obviously was with the defense on 3rd down and long. And they do a good job of taking away things downfield, but, man, you got to account for the quarterback taking off and running. Nobody does, so he gets big yards, and now he gives the offense a chance here on 4th down.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The last possession, they moved it down into scoring position, but got stopped on 4th and goal. Got to put that behind them. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. With the catch, it's Martinez. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
Close to the tight end. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Breaks a tackle on the play. Makes a decent gain.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
Offense moving to a bunch formation. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Tight end goes in motion. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's looking to scramble. They'll bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be fourth down. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Fourth down, they'll try and run for it. Tackle, but first down.
Yeah, that is a gutsy call to go for it on fourth down in your own territory. And you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to their go-to plays that they call up specifically for these situations.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. And looking to throw now on first down. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Of course, there's another sack by a Clemson defender. And, you know, so often in football we get so caught up in the quarterbacks and the spread looks and the big explosive plays on offense. But you think about where Clemson's been for the last 10 or 12 years, I think their defense deserves as much credit as guys like Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson. This defense has gone to a different level, and that's why they're a national contender every single year.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. And there's the handoff. He's found some room at the 45. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Pressure is coming. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense. So off the solid gain on the ground, they go back to the passing game, but give up the sack that time.
Boy, what a big difference, Chris, between the run blocking we saw in the previous play where they got big yards, and here in pass pro, they just get overwhelmed by this defense. Great job of applying the pressure to bring that quarterback down for the sack.
The offense will try to recover now. It's 2nd and 12. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Martinez. We get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Motion now from the tight end. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. Timeout called by the defense. They go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. And they will trot out the field goal team here. Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will tie the game here.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Remember, it was a field goal in the last possession. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Receiver in motion now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. And the Tigers come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Bringing pressure. The sophomore able to get home with the sack. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Receiver makes the grab. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The Tigers will have to kick it away. He's on to boot it away now. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They settled for a field goal last time out. They're looking for the end zone here, no doubt. Off the play fake on 1st down. He's escaping the pocket now. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Going to try to use his legs here. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down. The clock is still running up to hurry up here, but it's a crucial 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So they'll pass up the long field goal attempt and keep the offense on the field for 4th down. They'll ride the back again here. And moves the ball to the 35 and another 1st down. 4th down conversion gives them a fresh set of downs, but time is running out. They get to the line quickly. Second down after that previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. He's going to pull it down and run. Finding space at the 20. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
So on second down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. And this one is right through.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Like the final play of the half coming up. Looking to throw it on first down. Defense is coming after him. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
This is why this Clemson offense is so tough to defend. You get caught up in the running game, the threat of the quarterback as a potential run threat. You leave yourself one-on-one, and then you can make these throws downfield to dynamic playmakers on the perimeter.
And here's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Short throw complete to the tight end. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game. It's nice execution to pick up the first down. Little Rod Kirk against the zone.
Yeah, when you play zone coverage like this, it's very difficult to defend this route if the quarterback does a nice job of reading the coverage. I thought he used his eyes there to be able to move the defense where he wanted them, created an opening in that defense, and then he made a great throw for that first down.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. A penalty backs up the offense. It's 1st and 15. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Well, another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. And you just think about over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Quentin Williams. You can always count on Bama having great defensive linemen and difference makers.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Takes a quick grab. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. The contact as he threw it. Caught over the middle. It's Thorne. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a 4th down play now.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
And he's got it from 58 yards away, never in doubt.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. After a field goal the last time out, we'll see what they can get here. The pass is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? Touchdown, Clemson. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. For the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows him what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Extra point, splits the uprights. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
With the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's going to take off here. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Bama. No chance to catch it.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Finally brought down to the 12. An explosive play puts him in great scoring position.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a pro with football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
Passive gain moves the ball into the red zone now. They'll set up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete. Lost the goal line. Using that challenge, a smart move by the head coach as the officials overturn the previous ruling on the field. Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT puts them in front by 7. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. We'll take a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tide.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. If you get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups, you take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, Chris, this is what makes college football so exciting. If you have an athlete like this in the backfield, it's a matter of time before he's going to break one open and make the defense pay. What a run by this quarterback.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And the running back takes the handoff. Looks like Clemson will have the first down. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And he's got it again. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down play coming up. It's press coverage now for these DBs. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Snags the quick throw. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Good enough for first down yardage.
That's just mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line does their job, gets a nice surge there, and the back does what he needs to do to pick up the first down.
And the Tigers are on the move here. Play action here on first down. Receiver makes the catch. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back. Going to test the secondary. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Breaks loose at the 45. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in a fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space and lanes. And he takes off and picks up a first down.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And they'll use the ground game here. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Defense cannot get this offense to 4th down. Offense continues the long drive. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. On the run, it's Stewart. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
The long drive continues. The offense pushing the ball down the field. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Oh, look out, the football is free. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
Boy, when you're running your quote-unquote four-minute offense, it's a combination of working the clock and getting productive yards. They were doing that. And then to end it with a fumble just ruins that opportunity. Now you give your opponent a chance to not just get the recovery, but a chance to go down and win the game.
Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? Offense will keep it on the ground here. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Movement here from the tight end. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with a play to keep this drive alive?
Interesting play call here. Third and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. He hands it off from the gun. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance and a really nice gain.
Final drive coming up. See what the quarterback can do. Second down, we're going to throw it. He's running out of time here. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment. The timeout is called. To talk strategy here. Tie game late in the fourth quarter. Defense are going to keep the pressure up on this third down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. And he'll drop back here on third down. Catch is made down the middle. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. And that's a great example that he's up to.
1st and 10 play coming up. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Gets some space around the 30. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looking to scramble now. And the senior calls his own number and keeps this drive moving.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
And the long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And tackled after a small pickup there. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they've regained the lead. After the late field goal, they'll kick it away. The offense a chance to tie it up if they can get in field goal position quickly. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. The return man is brought down, and that makes it official. We have our national champions. With the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk, national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long.